Hi, my name is Eric Corp, and I'm the chair of the Classified Staff Council for the Tacoma Community College.
Hi, I'm Tamyra Howser. I'm Director of Marketing Communications at Tacoma Community College.
So, Tamyra, what particular traits or values do you respect in a leader?
Okay, I have met many great leaders in my life, but a couple years ago I had the opportunity to interview Sally Jewell, the former CEO of REI and who was the United States Secretary of the Interior. She and I talked a lot about values and the importance of values and how they clarified and guided her decisions as a leader. Some of her most memorable values were empathy, integrity, humor, humility, and courage. One of the values that we spent a lot of time on was discussing the value of self-awareness. And she said to me, and I quote, "Be open to feedback and be aware of yourself when you go in a stressful situation and how your behavior will influence others. If you're not self-aware, you will create an environment where people will not want to work in."
And which of those traits do you feel that you exemplify?
So self-awareness was a value that I absolutely carry with my leadership style. I believe self-awareness is really important. It's the ability to look at yourself in the mirror and reflect upon your behavior and what do you see? You have to know yourself. And it's a core value that guides my behavior, helps me become solution-oriented, and propels me to be innovative and thoughtful with key team decisions. Two other values I carry with me as a leader is respect and collaboration. And I really believe in the power of those two values. So, Eric.
Yes.
So, what do you admire in a leader?
Well, it's funny that you mentioned all those things that you talked about because a lot of those I admire in a leader. But really, I like somebody that directs the team on what the end state is supposed to look like, and then lets the team figure out how that's going to get done. I don't necessarily like a leader that's always, there checking up on things. Certainly we can have updates and things like that, but I like to be able to get the work done, and then in the end you bring that to the leader, and the leader looks at it and says, "I like that, I don't like that, change things," and then sometimes the leader will have to get involved in how you're doing things. We may need to clarify things, but certainly, some of the things that I learned in the military, about honor, integrity, courage, all those kind of things, personal courage, those are things that I look for in a leader. But really, when it comes down to the end, somebody that lets me do my job.
So collaboration and empowerment. That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah, it's all about letting me do what I know that I can do, and then directing me elsewhere if I'm not on track.
Great. So what leadership style do you normally like to use?
Well, I like to use a combination of quite a few. Initially I will do a participative type leadership style where, I will provide my intent and the tasks that needs to get done, and then I'll let the team figure out how to get that done, kind of like the way that I like to have somebody lead me. So I'm not a very, not somebody that's going to be in the weeds with what people are going to do. You really need to get to know the team, what their strengths and weaknesses are, and then kind of direct them that way to get my intent done. Sometimes also, if they become highly effective, I'll do the laissez-faire type leadership style where, I just stand back and let them do their thing because I don't need to worry about anything. I can just tell them what needs to be done and they get it done. Sometimes I need to be autocratic where, if there's a short suspense, I might just need to say, this is how it's going to be because we can't do the normal process of letting everybody do their thing and then come back and figure out what's not working right. You have to say, this is what needs to be done, and this is how I want you to do it.
Sounds like you really trust your colleagues to do their job well.
Well, and that's the whole idea, is developing them to where, in the end, you don't have to direct people.
That's right. That's right.
And lastly, Tamyra and I we always like to look at what other leaders think and feel that leadership really is. And we came up with a quote here. This is from Randy Stockman, who's the co-founder and CEO of Readers.com. He says, "Leadership is the ability to help people achieve things that they don't think are possible. Leaders are coaches with a passion for developing people, not players. They get satisfaction from achieving objectives through others. Leaders inspire people through a shared vision and create an environment where people feel valued and fulfilled." So I think that encapsulates what Tamyra and I look for and feel that leadership is.
Yep. Thank you.